Listen, you are wasting too much energy on things that don't matter, on people who don't deserve your attention. You spend so much time worrying about what others think of you. Every decision you make, every move you take is influenced by the fear of judgment. But let me ask you something. Who are these people? And why do they matter so much? Yet, you let their opinions control yours. You let their words define you. You let their expectations box you in. And for what? Approval, recognition, a sense of belonging. The truth is, the people whose opinions you stress over are not thinking about you as much as you believe. They have their own insecurities, their own doubts, their own fears. And even if they do talk about you, so what? Will their words stop you from achieving greatness? Will their judgment put food on your table or bring you peace? No. So why give them the power to dictate your life? The moment you stop seeking validation is the moment you become unstoppable. You stop second-guessing yourself. You stop waiting for permission to be who you are. You walk into a room with confidence, not caring whether they like you or not. Because at the end of the day, your value is not determined by the approval of others. Think about the most powerful, successful people in the world. Do you think they got there by constantly worrying about what others thought? No. They made decisions based on what they wanted, not what was expected of them. They refused to shrink themselves to fit into spaces that weren't meant for them. And that's exactly what you need to do. Stop explaining yourself. Stop justifying your choices. Stop apologizing for existing the way you do. You are not here to please everyone, and the moment you accept that, life becomes so much easier. You won't feel the pressure to conform. You won't waste energy trying to prove yourself to people who don't even matter. Instead, you'll start living for you. And here's the irony. When you stop seeking validation, you actually gain more respect. People are naturally drawn to confidence. They admire those who are secure in themselves. When you carry yourself like you know your worth, others start seeing it too. That's the energy that attracts opportunities, relationships, and success, because people want to be around those who don't need them, but choose them. But you can't fake this. It has to come from within. You have to decide that your own approval is enough. You have to believe in yourself so much that no amount of criticism or rejection can shake you. And once you do, you become untouchable. Because when you don't care about their opinions, they lose all power over you. So let them judge, let them talk, let them misunderstand you. It does not matter. What matters is that you stop living in fear and start owning your life. Because the only validation you ever needed was your own. You need to understand something. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not everyone deserves your energy, your time, or your attention. But the problem is you keep giving it away. You hold on to people who drain you, who bring nothing but negativity into your life. You tolerate their behavior, their criticism, their toxic energy. And for what? Because you think you owe them something? The truth is, the longer you hold on to people and situations that don't serve you, the more they will rob you of your peace. They will fill your mind with doubt, make you question your worth, and keep you stuck in places you have long outgrown. And you let them. You let their opinions dictate your actions. You let their energy consume you. You let their presence disrupt your own growth. But here's what you don't realize. You are in control. You get to decide who has access to you. You get to decide what kind of energy you allow into your space. And the moment you start protecting your energy, everything in your life will shift. You'll feel lighter, freer, more in tune with yourself. You do not owe anyone an explanation for prioritizing your peace. If someone constantly drains you, makes you feel small, or adds unnecessary stress to your life, you have every right to distance yourself. It does not make you selfish. It does not make you a bad person. It makes you someone who values themselves enough to stop tolerating what is no longer serving them. People will guilt trip you. They will call you cold, distant, or even arrogant, but let them. Their reaction is not your responsibility. Their discomfort with your boundaries is not your problem. You do not exist to make everyone else comfortable at the expense of your own well-being. If someone is upset because you refuse to tolerate their toxic behavior, that is their issue to deal with, not yours. And let's be real, if you have to constantly prove your worth, chase after someone's attention, or beg for respect, that is not a connection worth keeping. The right people will never make you feel like you have to fight for a place in their lives. They will respect you, appreciate you, and bring positive energy into your space without you having to beg for it. When you detach from the wrong people, you make room for the right ones. You start attracting relationships that uplift you instead of drain you. You surround yourself with people who push you to be better, who inspire you, who genuinely want to see you win. But that can only happen when you stop holding on to what no longer serves you. You do not need closure. You do not need their approval. You do not need to explain why you are choosing yourself. You simply walk away. You let go. And you allow yourself to grow without the weight of people who were never meant to be part of your journey. Confidence is everything. It changes how people see you, how they treat you, and most importantly, how you see yourself. But the problem is you've spent too much time doubting yourself, questioning whether you're good enough, whether you belong, whether you have what it takes. And that energy, it shows. People can feel it. They can sense your hesitation, your insecurity, your need for approval. And the truth is, no one respects that. The world doesn't reward the person who asks for permission. It rewards the person who walks in like they own the place, whether they do or not. Because confidence is not about having all the answers. It's not about being perfect. It's about believing in yourself so unapologetically that others have no choice but to believe in you too. Look around. The most successful, admired people, they are not necessarily the smartest. They are not the most talented, but they have one thing that sets them apart. They know their worth. They walk into any room with certainty. They speak like they belong. They move like they are unstoppable. And because they believe it, the world believes it too. But you're still waiting for someone to tell you that you're good enough. You're still waiting for permission to take up space. You tone yourself down, second guess yourself, shrink yourself into something more acceptable. And for what? To make others comfortable, to be liked? That's not confidence. This fear disguises humility. Confidence is magnetic. People are drawn to those who carry themselves with certainty. It doesn't mean you have to be arrogant. It means you have to own who you are without apologizing for it. When you walk like you know your worth, when you speak like your words matter, when you act like you belong, people notice. They listen, they respect you. Not because you demand it, but because your energy commands it. And here's the secret. You don't have to feel confident to act confident. Confidence is a choice. It's something you decide to embody even when you don't feel like it. You stop waiting to feel ready. You stop waiting for validation. You simply show up as the version of yourself who already has everything you want. And the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Stop walking with your head down. Stop doubting yourself before you even start. Stop giving people the power to make you question what you already know in your soul. You are capable. You are worthy. You belong in every room you step into. The only thing standing in your way is your hesitation. The moment you drop that doubt, everything changes. People start treating you differently. Opportunities start flowing to you. You start attracting things that once felt impossible because the energy you put out is the energy you receive. When you believe in yourself, the world mirrors that belief right back to you. So move with certainty, speak with conviction, walk like you own the place, because confidence is not just about how you feel, it's about how you choose to show up. And once you decide to embody that, everything around you will shift. Let go. Stop forcing, stop chasing, stop clinging to things that are clearly not meant for you. The more you hold on to something that isn't serving you, the more resistance you create in your own life. You keep wondering why things feel so difficult, why nothing is working, why you feel so drained. And the answer is simple: you refuse to let go. You have been conditioned to believe that if you try harder, push more, or hold on a little longer, things will eventually work out. But sometimes the best thing you can do is release control and trust the process. When something is truly meant for you, it will flow. It will feel natural. It will come to you without force. But when you cling to things out of fear, desperation, or attachment, all you do is block what's actually meant for you. Think about the things that have left your life: relationships, friendships, opportunities. At the time, it may have felt like a loss, but what happened after? You grew, you evolved, you became someone stronger, wiser, and more aligned with where you were meant to be. And if you had held on to those things, if you had forced something that was no longer meant to be part of your journey, you would have only delayed your own growth. The moment you stop chasing, what's truly yours will come effortlessly. It's not magic, it's energy. You can't attract abundance if you're clinging to scarcity. You can't welcome new opportunities if you're still attached to old ones. You can't meet the right people if you're still entertaining the wrong ones. You have to make space for what's meant for you. But making space isn't always easy. It requires trust, it requires surrender, it requires you to accept that not everything will happen on your timeline and not everything will unfold the way you plan. But just because things aren't happening the way you expected doesn't mean they aren't happening exactly as they should. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop controlling. You stop overthinking. You stop needing constant reassurance that everything will work out. Instead, you operate with a quiet confidence that what's meant for you will never miss you. And what isn't meant for you, no matter how much you chase it, force it, or cling to it, it will always slip away. You need to understand that rejection is redirection. If something doesn't work out, it's because something better is ahead. If someone walks away, it's because they were never meant to stay. If a door closes, it's because the one that's about to open is the one you were meant to walk through all along. Let go of your attachment to how you think life should be and start trusting in how it's meant to unfold. The moment you surrender is the moment everything starts falling into place. You stop wasting energy on things that aren't meant for you. You start aligning with what truly is. And suddenly, things feel lighter. Life starts flowing. Opportunities start appearing. So breathe, relax. Stop forcing, stop chasing, let go, and watch how everything falls into place exactly the way it was always meant